Hi everyone, welcome to About Dayo TV, and today's video is about traveling. Many people have asked me in the past, like, what's my secret to traveling? So my goal is to provide you some of my insights to traveling with you, and I hope you enjoy it. So stay tuned after this. Hey everyone, welcome to About Dayo TV. Today's video is about traveling, as I mentioned earlier in the video, and it's meant to kind of like highlight some of the important facts that people kind of don't realize, that traveling is a very easy process. So before we get started, I have some quick updates about my channel and where my channel will be going later in the future. So as y'all may have known before, is that I've been doing vlogs for a long time, especially in the past year, but now I'm trying to like kind of switch it up. So my goal for this channel now is to be more informative and kind of provide more insights onto the life of a black male such as myself. And I'm hoping to kind of touch on some topics that I feel like black males don't really touch on, especially when it comes to like relationships and regular life situations. So I'm hoping that this is the first video that will kick things off, and there will be more content coming out along those lines about what I do and what's going to be happening on this channel. So back to the main topic. So today's video, as I mentioned earlier, is about traveling. Yes, because I love traveling. I want everybody to also experience some of the things that I've experienced during my traveling days. I mean, it's not over. I say days, but it's not over. It's just the beginning. One thing that I feel like people don't really realize about traveling is that it's a very simple process. It's just a matter of the way you plan things out in order to go where you want to go. There are many benefits that I feel that are very beneficial when it comes to traveling and being able to explore and go different places. For me, it's the new experiences. I enjoy new experiences, and the thing is, like, that's why I do what I do, because of the new experiences that I acquire from meeting new people and doing new things. And if you don't like that, don't go nowhere, because that is the main reason I feel like many people should travel. It shouldn't just be to have a new lavish lifestyle or do things you've never done before. It's also meeting people, because many people out there that you can meet that will provide you with so much information and so much new knowledge that you wouldn't have learned if you were just at home or in your home state. So when you travel, you get to meet new people and put yourself within new cultures that you never thought was out there. So there's very much a lot of opportunities when it comes to traveling itself. And one thing that people don't really understand about traveling itself is that all you need to do is really follow 4 simple steps. And that is to pick a location, create a plan or itinerary, budget, and go. Those are the 4 things you need to do, because it's a very simple process. But people have this idea that traveling, you need a lot of money to do it. You have to, I mean, it also depends on your location. And I mean, it also depends on your situation, of what, like, how your lifestyle is. Like, I know some people may have kids and have to really like organize things in a way where it's like, okay, they have to have a babysitter and have someone to watch the kids while they go to different locations. But you're a single person and you don't really have a lot of big restrictions on yourself, and you can go different places. Why not do it? Because I mean, time is ticking. Like, you know, you gotta start doing things now. Don't wait until you're 60 or you're just like older for you to be like, oh, I need an opportunity to go to a different place. I know a lot of people in my generation right now are especially on social media in general, I kind of see that many people are going to different places and traveling more and doing different things, which is very cool. But there's more to just like going to different locations for a short time and just coming back, which it's not very beneficial. Like, I'd rather go to a place that's like very different and that I acquire new information from and new experiences. So there's many ways you could travel, but along this line, it's more about the location that you pick. If you have the worst location, you will have the worst experience. I can back that up, because I've had experiences where I chose the worst location and it just made things hell. So, but however, along this line, it's just more about picking a nice location. An example of a location that I chose was for New Year's when I went to Atlanta. I decided to pick my location downtown Atlanta, because I knew what I wanted to do and what I wanted to get into. So I knew that everything I wanted to do was more around that downtown spot and area. So from there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna choose downtown. So I chose it, and it was a great experience, because I was able to do things like go to rooftop lounges that I enjoy, go to clubs that I enjoy, try new food that I enjoy, because it's all around the same area. It also helps you cut travel expenses, such as Uber or having to like figure out situations of getting to another location. Because one thing somebody told me before I went to Atlanta was that there's a lot of traffic. So I didn't want a place where it was far from other places that I wanted to go. So I wanted to get somewhere that was like 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away. Like I think the max time that was farthest from was like 20 minutes. Also create itinerary. That's very important. I know some people who like to free fall it when they go to like different places and just say whatever comes my way is what I'm gonna do. But the thing about that is it's important to have some type of itinerary of things you're gonna do, because if you go there and it's not what you thought it was, and you don't want to have that situation where you stay in your Airbnb for a long time and you're not really doing anything, and it turns out that you're wasting all that money just to stay in an Airbnb for the whole time because you don't know what to do. Or let's say if you don't know somebody there, it's gonna be a struggle because you don't have a plan on what you're gonna do when you're there. But along with planning itself, it's also important, like before you travel, make sure you budget out everything. That means Airbnb cost, Uber cost, food cost, airplane, like just all those things, because it's very important to have some type of idea of how much things are going to cost. You don't want to get a situation where you think like, oh, everything's going to figure itself out, and you end up going to your vacation, mini vacation, or where you want to go, and it turns out that you're spending a lot more money than you expected, and you come back home broke. You don't want that situation, because then you can't do anything, or then you gotta go in the mode where you can't spend money for months and you're gonna hate yourself. So it's important for you to make sure you have a budget. And one way I budget is that I basically just write down all different categories, such as food, transportation, and kind of just like have an idea, based on location, do my research. The weird thing about traveling itself is like, don't overlook some aspects of traveling, because if you overlook those aspects, it will make the experience worse, because it's gonna be in the back of your head and you're gonna be like, damn, how much was that? I don't want to spend that much. But when you have an idea, you be like, okay, this is how much I need to save for where I'm going, and just have a broad idea of those things. It helps things out in the long run. But along those lines, it's just more budget. And when I mean budget, make sure you know how much you're gonna spend for where you're going, because some places are expensive and some places are cheap. When I talk about cost in traveling itself, it's more about how much can you afford. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't need the most luxurious Airbnb or hotel or anything like that, because some people have this idea where it's like, okay, we're going somewhere, we need the finest place. You're not going to be there the whole time. I don't know about you, but for me, my goal is not to sit at the Airbnb. My goal there at the Airbnb or where I'm staying or hotel is to just sleep and have my stuff at while I go to different places. But that's what people don't really understand, because I have some experiences where some people just say, oh, we need the finest Airbnb and all that. No, you don't. You need the basic Airbnb. I'm not saying go to an Airbnb with no basic shower or anything like that, or what I'm saying. I'm saying like just get the minimum of what your needs. Like get things that you're gonna use and it's gonna be beneficial for what you need it for. Like keep the money that you're gonna spend on some expensive Airbnb for like spending while you're there. Like budget things out, because you don't want to do that, because why do you need the most expensive like Airbnb or hotel? It's just make sure, like, if it's worth it to spend a little more for the location, I'd rather do that than just like trying to get the most nicest place. But always make sure you do what you need, your research and all that, to figure out the best location. When you're about to plan your trip, make sure you buy the ticket as soon as possible, because it's going to force you to follow through with your trip. So the goal is to buy your ticket as soon as possible in order to make things more realistic. And lastly, have fun. Have fun. I can't stress that. So make sure you have fun on your trips, because the trips are meant to be a relaxing situation. So I'd like to say thank you for watching, and I'll make sure to post some examples of my itinerary and how my planning process looks. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.